Hello, my name is Gary Nixon, and I'm a member of Team Australia. I will be briefing you on our lessons learned and things that we can do to improve our security posture. Thanks for joining us. Let's get started. Our adversaries are constantly busy at seeing how they can hack our systems and even request monies from us by doing so. Therefore, we must be vigilant in securing our networks and systems. Some of the lessons we learned and things we can do to improve our security posture are on the following slides. We have learned that the attackers use denial of service attacks to disrupt our services by causing our networks to be overwhelmed with network traffic, which caused our systems to be shut down for numerous hours. This slide shows the highest scores with each attack vector capable of causing major upset to our organization. High scores with each attack vector capable of causing major upset to our organizations are denial of services, eavesdropping, and phishing. Some causes of cybersecurity incidents are human errors, insider threats, lack of training, outdated technology, default configurations, lack of robust malware protection, ineffective firewall settings, and BYOD, bring your own device to work. Most cybersecurity breaches are still attributed to human error, so it's important employees are trained and vigilant when on your network. Some ways to reduce the chance of cybersecurity breaches when it comes to your employees are system admins should check for the latest antivirus updates and be sure they are installed. Strong passwords should be used. 12 or more mixed characters is highly recommended. Devices must never be left unattended. When you leave your machine, make sure it is locked. Let's go over some insider threats. Risk indicators can help detect the insider threat, some of which are excessive downloads, spikes in outbound emails, time entry violations, non-compliance training violations, and foreign contacts. Did you know that 97% of insider threat cases studied by Stanford University involved an employee whose behavior had been flagged by a supervisor but never followed up by the organization? 92% of insider threat cases were preceded by a negative work event. Negative work events can also be a risk indicator, such as a dispute with a supervisor, a termination, or a demotion. 90% of IT staff said that if they lost their job, they would take their company's data with them. And another 59% of the employees said whether they leave the company voluntarily or involuntarily, they also would take sensitive company data with them. 51% of employees who had a history of IT security policies led up to them being an insider threat. And 25% have used email to steal data from their organization. Remember, training is important. Employees need training, especially if it's in regards to work that they do not do on a regular basis, or something new that is just assigned to them. Outdated technology. We must stay up to speed with technology that includes hardware and software, systems updates and antiviruses, and other software updates. Security issues. Just like Microsoft, we can address security issues by issuing security updates or patches for flawed software and or outdated tools such as antivirus and STIGs. A non-supported operating system is a significant security risk. When a system is no longer supported, it is time to move on. Systems failure and downtime. Running hardware systems past their operational lifespan is a recipe for disaster. Older hardware will result in decreased functionality caused by system crashes and downtime. And then there's the increased cost to consider. The cost of maintaining an end-of-life system, fixing bugs, trying to navigate solutions, etc., can be steep. Purchasing new technologies provide an increase in performance and in most cases, they are significantly cheaper to run using a fraction of the power to perform the same task. Compliance. Industry, especially DoD, Department of Defense, requires companies to be within standards or they are penalized or not granted permissions to participate in that work environment. When setting up new servers or new workstations, be sure to check your default configurations. There are a wide variety of server default configuration issues that can plague the security of a site. Some of them are improper file and directory permissions, improper authentication with external systems, unnecessary services enabled, including content management and remote administration, and use of default certificates. Security scanning tools can easily detect some of these issues, such as NetSparker, Intruder, OpenVAS, Wireshark, and Aircrack. Then there's the issue with the lack of robust malware protection. Listen, we can rest assured that if we keep up with the latest security software, browsers, and operating systems, and apply the regular updates, it will provide the important defense needed against viruses, malware, and other online threats. Ineffective firewall settings. Ineffective firewall settings can be compared with just giving your key to anyone. You only want your key to be given to your house to those that you permitted to allow to come in and leave as they please. Well, we must make sure that our firewall settings are set for the inbound and outbound traffic we want. If left open without our knowledge, a hacker could gain access to our systems. And then there is the concern about BYOD, bring your own device to work, which is a fairly new concept. BYOD is a great concept that has still some security concerns. We still face some issues concerning this concept. If a user was to bring their own device to work and for some reason encountered a data spill on that device, will the company be liable to issue them another new device? Then there's the concern about how to secure the device properly when it is on the company's network. Although these issues are still being addressed, BYOD is becoming more popular and acceptable per company policies by both the user and the company. Feel free to contact our cybersecurity team directly if you have any questions. Thank you. Here is a list of references used for this PowerPoint display in the order of the PowerPoints.